What's up, Wolfpack? Um, we got another video here. Don't really got much to say for this intro, obviously. I love the support as per usual. Love you guys. You know, you're the reason I'm able to do this. And, actually, crazy idea, because I'm getting really annoyed, and I might be in a bad mood, but where does it not snow? I need to find a place where it doesn't snow. It's really annoying, because I keep slipping. It's not fun. Anyways, I'll turn back on the camera when I head to the gym. Obviously, got the pre-workout. So I'll see you guys then. Alright, what's up, Wolfpack? We got another video. As per usual, starting off with the leg press. Oh shit, my AirPods brought down. I'm gonna take one out real quick. If you know the method, you know the method. Okay. As per usual, we got 2 plates on each side. Going for 8 to 10. Alright, I think I did 10 there, but I kind of lost count. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, Wolfpack. I kind of lied about being more prepared today, so I'm not really that prepared. But I think I at least got some things to talk about right now. Let me put on these plates now. Talk to you guys. Alright. Yeah. So similar to what I said in the intro, the snow's really annoying me today. Mostly because whoever's plowing here or whatever did a really bad job. So I'm like slipping every 5 seconds. And I'm really annoyed with it. You know. So I'm low-key trying to find a place where it doesn't snow, so I can walk around without having the fear of falling. You know. I mean, if I have like a stable income, my idea is to move out to Texas. But as of right now, I don't really have the option to do anything like that. So even though I'm like really annoyed, I can't really leave. I don't have any money. You know, I'm still broke, which I let my mom know earlier today, or well, like probably 10 minutes before I got here. But I found out there's a bunch of holes in my shoes. Luckily, they're not like, it's not like completely a hole. Like there's like the outer layer, which is what's usually on the shoe right here. And then there's like an inner layer, which is kind of like some insulation. And the insulation part hasn't broke yet, but the outer layer is where it's all messed up. So, I mean, my shoes aren't awful as of right now, but they definitely could be a lot better. So, hopefully I get a new pair of shoes sometime soon. And maybe I'll wear my other pair of shoes that aren't really good in terms of lifting, but at least they don't have holes in them. Anyways, let's get to this next set. 4 plates now. Goals 6 to 8. Also, I think I still have my pen. Yeah, I still have my pen in my pocket. My legs feel awful right now. You know, one issue I've had with all this slipping is that like my legs are tensing up a lot from me trying to, you know, stay up straight. So my legs are like super sore even before I got here. But I can't really do much right now, like I said. Oh yeah, I forgot to take off the hat. Alright. But yeah, I have no clue if I'm just like in an angry mood today, or if I'm if it's I'm just fed up with it. But I'm gonna act like I'm fed up with it because I am pretty annoyed right now. You know, besides that, I love where I'm at. Yeah, I'm not gonna disclose too much. I mean, you guys could probably figure it out based on like what I'm showing. But I'm not trying to leak where I'm at. You know, which I mean, me filming at my college gym doesn't really help. But you know how it'd be. Or well, maybe you don't. But I kind of lost track of what I was going to say. Alright, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to finish this setup, and then hopefully I can think of something for the next set, or for the next lift. So I'm going to do this real quick. We got 6 plates. Goals probably 4, because my legs are pretty sore right now. So yeah, let's do it. Alright, that's it for leg press. I'll turn back on the camera when I have something else. Alright, okay. We got incline bench. Start off warm up weight, just the bar. Okay, not bad. Let's start off with, I'm just gonna start off with a plate. So one thing that was on my mind today, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know why it was on my mind, but I was thinking about how awesome of a parent I'd be. You know, I'm nowhere near being in that position. You know, I have no money to support a family, and I'm also really young. So, you know, I'm very far from that. But I feel like I'd be an awesome dad. You know, I've talked about I've talked about my thoughts on how you should kind of parent your kid, or well, kind of. It's just my ideology of what a parent should be, I guess, which is just to kind of show your kid that you have a guide to life, and
and kind of show that you made it here by doing these things, and you kind of show your kid that if you don't know where to be, I've been in a similar situation to you, so follow these steps, which I think it's a good like starting position for your kid to be off of, and then hopefully your kid branches off out of that pathway, and they can find their own, and then teach their kids that. And I think that's how we kind of innovate and grow as a society. But no, I felt like I'd be an awesome dad. You know, the only thing is, I feel like I'd be bad at like disciplining my kid. I feel like I'd feel bad. Like the only things that I have set in stone, like how I would probably control a kid, is probably I would control's a bad word. How I would parent a kid. Is probably like, I don't know, give him like $10 a month in allowance. I feel like that's more than enough, especially with like today's, you know, I was originally thinking like $5, but you can get like a snack and a drink at a gas station for $5. You know, I at least want them to get something maybe they want. So I'd probably give them like $10 a month. And like, you know, something my personal finance teacher did for his kids was he talked about how his kids would have to decide on what day he would get them McDonald's each month. So they kind of had to plan it out, and so because like the idea is that, you know, if they ask for McDonald's on the first day of each month, they're gonna wait a whole month. So they kind of want to pick the best day out of the month to get it, so that they're satisfied, and it kind of disappoints them in a sense, for like delayed gratification, I guess. I think that was a good way to look at it. I could also be getting it wrong. It's been a year since I've taken the class now, so I might be way off by what he said, but I'm pretty sure that's what he said. But yeah, I felt like I'd be an awesome ass dad. Anyways, let's get this. We got 135 on the bar. That was probably 6. All right. Not bad. We got 8 there. I didn't think I was going to be able to get 8, considering I'm usually struggling after 4 on my top set. But we did it. So we'll throw on a 10 inside. Ended off with 155. Talk about some other stuff. If you go to college, make sure you pick out your roommate if you can, because I did not do that. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big fan of my roommate. Making chicken in the morning, and my dorm smelled like shit for like 2 hours. Not really worried about him hearing this. And if you are hearing this, I'm gonna keep it straight. You smell up the place, bro. You know, I'm just gonna vent about my roommate for like 2 minutes now. You know, he's always cooking whatever in the microwave, and it always smells awful in my room. You know, what else? Oh, usually, I mean, this semester so far, he's been going to bed similar times to me. But, you know, last semester, he's sleeping much later than me, which I would argue this is partially on me. I thought I'd be going to bed around like 12, when I've really been going to bed more around 10. So I'll say that's partially on me, but he's usually going to bed much later than me, especially on Saturdays. He played D&D on Saturdays, and it was rough. But so far the week I've been back, nothing crazy's happened yet. And oh yeah, he also has an alarm for like 5:30 or 6 a.m., but he doesn't wake up till 7. Like I am waking up at his alarm, which, I mean, the one thing that I did, because I didn't want to wake up my roommate with an alarm. But this was obviously before I knew, or I started living in the dorm. But I trained my mind, or well, I've kind of had it trained, but I really try to lock in like waking up at a specific time without an alarm. Like this entire semester, this entire year, I haven't used an alarm yet to wake up. Like I've kind of just clocked in the time that I want to wake up at, and then there's like a 15-minute like range, like plus or minus 15 minutes where I'll wake up then. So I mean, my brain, like, it's good in that sense, but it still gets woken up pretty easily. So now my brain kind of just clocks into whatever time he has his alarm at, and it's not fun. I try to go back to bed, and then he puts it on snooze. Like every 10 minutes, I hear the alarm, and again and again. It's always the same 2 different alarms, or actually, there's 3 now. So it's not fun. If you follow me on Instagram, you'd see that my Instagram note, I was talking about top 5 moments when my roommate locks the door, because that's how I know he's going to be gone for at least like an hour. It really is a great feeling, because, you know, I get the room to myself. I don't got to worry about just like random noises and random smells. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of my roommates, so if you go to college, make sure you pick out your roommate, or you might deal with a roommate like that I have, where you just don't like them. Anyways, let's finish off this set. I feel like that was a way too long of a rant about my roommate, which, that being said, if my roommate does see this, I'm keeping what I said, because I'm not a big fan of it. I was complaining to my mom about it today. All right, let's go. 155 on the bar. Goals 6 again. And if we get 8, then I'll probably end it off at 8. All right.
I'll take care of both. See you later.
All right, we low-key failed that. It's all right though. Couldn't get that 4th thread up. See, that's the one bad thing about not having a spotter. You might just randomly fail it. Whew. Anyways, I'll turn it back on when I have another exercise ready. All right, Wolfpack. I'm pretty sure the last set I did, I failed. I did a couple exercises afterwards, but that's, you know, some proof on when I was doing the home gym videos, and I don't really use the safety bars. You know, if you don't panic, you can kind of figure out that you can kind of just pick it up off you. You know, your chest, or well, at least my chest, isn't that so strong that I can't deadlift when I'm benching or something like that. So, you know, if you, maybe it's different when you have like, I don't know, 405 on the bar, you know, as someone who can't even bench 225 now normally. You know, maybe it's different then. But with the 135, or well, I was doing 155, but the 155, it's not like too heavy for me to where I can't, you know, go to the like ending position of a deadlift. Anyways, we got regular bench. We just got the bar for now as a warm-up weight, and we'll see if I fail this one. I shouldn't, but you never know. Okay. Yeah, I feel good. We'll throw on a plate. I might need to move this mic. I feel like I'm hitting it a lot with my chin. I kind of want to take off the hoodie, but I don't really want to put it back on, and I'm definitely gonna have to put it back on if I want to head out. It smells like food in here. It smells like someone just brought like a sub sandwich or something like that. Should I take off the hoodie? Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna take off the hoodie. Alright, well, in fact, we got the hoodie off now. You guys get to see the Christmas shirt, even though it's not Christmas. I was sweating too much. I'm not trying to smell like yesterday. But we got 135 goals. I don't know, 8. Shouldn't be super difficult. Off the mic, so I'm not hitting it with the bar. Oh, well, not a bad set. We'll throw on a 10, and we'll hopefully not feel 155 again. Which, I've already done both my back. I still got one more leg. So, that's probably the last thing you guys will see is the leg. Because the tricep workouts, I can't really get a good angle on. But you know, you should never be discouraged if you fail a lift while you're working out. You know, there was another time I failed here. I think I failed 180. I think I failed 155 on the regular bench, and I was like, that was like a big demotivator for me on the day. And then I moved the back extension. Moved the back extension without actually moving the weight, and it was so like I felt like super embarrassed, and I left the gym instantly. But you should never really feel like that, because if you don't fail, then you're not trying. You know.
something with me on kind of this, just trying to humble myself in general. You know, I've started to understand that failure is really more of a good thing than a bad thing. Like, yes, in the moment, you didn't do what you wanted to do, but you're still closer to doing what you want to do rather than not doing it at all. And that's kind of the idea going into it. You know, before I moved to college, I had an epiphany one night where I thought I had the fear of failure, because I don't think I ever truly failed in my life, because I would kind of just avoid things that I didn't think I would do, or that I didn't think I would be good enough at to where I could succeed. So, like, I never really experienced failure. I mean, obviously, I did. I was still going to the gym at the time, so I guess I kind of did experience failure in terms of, like, I failed probably repping 135, which is my mid set now. But I think I couldn't do 135 for like a month straight when coming to the gym, and now I can do it for 10 at least. Or, well, I think I could do it for 10. You know, I haven't really gone to failure on 135. Maybe I should at one point. But I could probably do at least 10. And, you know, you gotta start somewhere. I could, with me, without having a spotter, you know, I'm a little bit more worried about failing. Just because, let's say something like what I did on the incline bench, I can't do that. Then I'm a little bit more worried, because now I gotta either hope that my body can gain enough strength to eventually pick it up, or hopefully someone comes by and picks it up for me, or at least helps me pick it up, because I don't think they're gonna do it all by themselves, unless I'm like passed out. But yeah, like, I'm trying to learn to enjoy failing a little more. Anyways, that was a long enough rant. We got 155 on the bar, ending it off here. Goal's probably 6. Yeah, and I shouldn't fail it. I'd be kind of mad if I failed it. Yeah, overall, not a bad exercise. I'll turn it back on for leg curl if I do it, and I'll see you guys then. What's up, Wolfpack? All right, we're ending off with leg curls. It's probably the best camera angle I'm gonna get for it for now. Maybe if I finagle with it enough, I'll get it better. But I'm more focused on the lift than the camera angle right now. And we got leg curl. We'll be at 100 pounds on it. I'll do my warm-up set for now, and then I need to figure out what to talk to you guys about. Oh. I wasn't happy with that. I don't got it set up correctly. There we go. And then maybe I can. All right, we'll finish this out, because that was iffy. Those first couple reps, I didn't like how I was seated. All right.
Alright, we'll end it off with that for now. Throwing 145 on now. No. I need to think of something to talk to you guys about. Yeah, let me scroll Twitter real quick, see if I can find any news. Paris Fashion Week happened. You know, I don't really know much on that, but I know Jason the Ween is, I think, modeling. I think that's what he's doing there. And then I guess Kai Cenat was showing off his journal that he made for his new clothing brand, which I don't think anybody follows me on Twitter as of right now. But for the people that did see my tweet, which could have been nobody, I don't really know who saw it and who didn't. But, you know, I think it's a great thing that he's branching out to clothing, you know. A lot of content creators that at least I've watched, they kind of get put in the mold of just being a content creator. And all they can do is really make videos, and that's about it. When a lot of those people that have kind of this creative vision they're more than just YouTubers, you know. Like obviously Kai Cenat with his brand. You know, there's a guy I used to watch, I think his name was like Tu Retov. He makes music. Quadeca is probably the best case of a YouTuber that makes music. Like his most recent albums are awesome. You know, Scrapyard's like my favorite album by him. But you know, a lot of people kind of stereotype these guys as just people who can make videos when a lot of them have much greater visions and much, you know, stronger passions for just creation in general rather than just YouTube videos. Now, obviously, there's some that, you know, are kind of just, they're there to make YouTube videos and that's about it. They don't really care for, you know, other kind of creation. But a lot of people who at least I've seen, and probably some of the louder people, will just consider these guys as just YouTubers more than creators. I think hot take of the day, I guess, is that you know, any YouTuber is a creator at the end of the day. Not a, you know, no matter what they do, fashion, music, videos, anything that someone's creating, don't bind them to the one thing that they create. I think a lot of people are like, oh, I miss the old Kanye, because first of all, he wasn't saying some crazy shit, but also like they kind of prefer the old music where he was a little less industrial, kind of more jazzy, when people don't want to always do the same thing every time. People want to branch out, diversify, try new things. And a lot of people aren't willing to see that person's vision. So overall, I think Kai Cenat doing this is an amazing thing in terms of content creation, and I really hope he does well in general. Anyways, let's get the second set going. We got 145 on, goal's probably 6. All right, not bad. We'll end it off with 175. Now I need to think of more stuff to talk about. No, if you made it this far in the video, comment, I made it this far in the video. I don't know. I need to, also give me your guys' feedback on the videos if you guys think I should do anything different, you know.
I've been watching stuff on how to kind of grow my platform a little more. And one thing that is constantly suggested is listening to user feedback. And the only feedback I've been given is feedback that I don't think is necessary, like the using spotter arms or safety bars. You know, I mean, it is useful in a sense if I'm going like super heavy, but I'm not really going for like a 1 rep max all the time. So 9 times out of 10, I'm able to at least find a way out of it without getting injured. But like, if you guys really think I should edit these down a little more, let me know. I don't really like to edit. I find it kind of boring. But you know, at the end of the day, your retention's like the most important thing to me. And you guys, you know, watching the content and recommending the content to other people, whether it's, you know, your friends or even just watching it, it'll show more people who will have similar interests to you of my video. And that's kind of where I'm at. I feel like I kind of need to, you know, do stuff a little bit more for you guys than me as of right now, which, I mean, most of it's still going to be for me, you know, because then you're just not going to have fun. Like, I could probably do like the most in-demand thing in the world right now, or do like some Mr. Beast type content. It'd be really shitty though. You know, I don't have the money to afford Mr. Beast type content. Like, I could do that and I'd probably hate doing this. So like, there's still a sense that I want to do stuff that I want to do because I enjoy doing it, but I also want you guys to enjoy it too. So please give me some info, some feedback on if you guys want, you know, some more edited down content, maybe set like different kinds of content, like gaming content, like I said in the last video. And, you know, throw your thoughts out there, you know, if you want to see me grow as a creator and see me do better, give your content, or, you know, type in the comments your suggestions, and then maybe I'll do those suggestions, and you know, and your comment will probably help me grow in some way because you're showing some engagement on my content. Anyways, we'll do the last set here. I'm pretty sure this is where I'm gonna end it off at, and I'll do my quote of the day after this. We got 175 on. Goal's probably, I don't know, 4 max. I don't really feel like I'm gonna do a whole lot of this. All right. Those are kind of weak. I really need to count like 2 of those reps. But I'm pretty sure that's it for the video. Quote of the day, you know, if you hate yourself, you're not gonna love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, you're not gonna love anybody around you. So I love you guys. Make sure you grow. Make sure you achieve your goals. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.